Imagine asking your AI assistant, "Hey Claude, show me the CPU usage across all my Kubernetes nodes for the last hour," and instantly getting a Grafana drawn visualization right from your desktop. Hello everyone, welcome back to MKBN Tech. In this video, I will show you exactly how to make that happen by integrating Claude Desktop with your Kubernetes observability stack using MCP. Let's get started. So first, let's talk about MCP, short for Model Context Protocol. Think of MCP as a secure bridge between your local tools and your AI model like Claude. It allows Claude Desktop to talk to your systems, for example, Kubernetes, Docker, Grafana, or even your CI/CD pipelines safely and in context. Instead of manually navigating dashboard or running CLI commands, you can just ask your AI assistant for metrics, logs, or performance stats, and it pulls them in real time. Behind the scene, MCP runs as a local microservice that exposes structured data like metrics, logs, or APIs as JSON over a secure connection. This means Claude doesn't directly access your infrastructure. Instead, it interacts through these local connectors you control. The beauty of MCP is context and control. First, it keeps your data local, private, and safe within your network. Second, it adds observability intelligence to Claude, where prompts can now include operational data, not just text. And third, it turns Claude into a true DevOps copilot that can query, analyze, and even summarize real metrics from your Kubernetes cluster. In short, MCP bridges the gap between generative AI and real operational insight. Alright, let's build this together. Here is what you will need before we start. A PC with Claude Desktop installed. You can grab it free from claude.com/download. Based on your operating system, go ahead and download and install it on your PC. If you are on an Ubuntu based operating system, you can download and install Claude AI Desktop using Snap. I will include both the links in the description below. Next, you need Docker installed and running on your machine. In my case, I have installed the Docker Community Edition version 29.1.5. Next, you need a running Grafana dashboard with Prometheus and Loki configured as data sources. In my case, I have got Grafana accessible through a load balancer service inside my Kubernetes cluster, but any reachable Grafana instance works fine. Claude must authenticate with Grafana to query data. The recommended approach is to use a service account token, which functions like an API key with a defined set of permissions and is not tied to any individual user account. If you are not logged in, go ahead and log into your Grafana. Click on Administration, Users and Access, Service Accounts, and Add Service Account. I will call my service account as MCP-Grafana-Access. We will assign viewer rights and click on Create. Using a viewer scoped service account ensures that Claude can read data but cannot modify dashboards, alerts, or configuration. This follows the principle of least privilege, granting only the permissions necessary for its intended function. Let us go ahead and create the token by clicking on Add Service Account Token, and let us name this Grafana-token, and let us click on Generate Token. Copy the token, we will need it shortly. Let us pull the official Grafana MCP server image in advance to avoid delays when Claude Desktop connects for the first time. Let's head to hub.docker.com and search for MCP and hit enter. We have multiple options and we are interested in Grafana. Let's select Grafana, click on tags, and we have a latest tag. Let us copy the following command, which is docker pull mcp/grafana:/latest. Head to our terminal and execute the same, and this will go ahead and pull the latest version of Grafana MCP server image from Docker Hub. Next, let us create the startup script. The Claude Desktop will connect to our server via SSH and execute a script to launch the Grafana MCP server. First, I will create a directory using mkdir command. I will name my directory as Grafana-MCP. Let us navigate into the directory. Let's create a startup script for convenience. Save this as launch.sh. Let's break down each part of the command. The docker run starts a new container. --rm automatically removes the container when it exits, keeping the environment clean. -I keeps standard input open, which is required for stdio based MCP communication. --network is equal to host, uses the host network stack instead of Docker's isolated network. The environment variable Grafana underscore URL is set to our Grafana IP :80. In my case, this is my load balancer IP and 80 is the port number. Specifies the Grafana endpoint for the MCP server. With --network set to host, the container shares the host network, so this address is directly accessible. The next environment variable is Grafana underscore service underscore account underscore token. This is the token which provides the service account token created earlier for authentication. The MCP/Grafana latest is the Docker image used to run the MCP server. And finally, we are setting the transport to stdio, which configures the MCP server to communicate over standard input-output, which is how Claude Desktop interact with it over SSH. Let's go ahead and save and exit. Let's make the script executable by running sudo chmod +x launch.sh. On our PC, let's set up passwordless SSH so Claude Desktop can reach it via MCP. I have already generated an SSH key using the sh-keygen command. Go ahead and generate an SSH key. In my case, the ID underscore ed25519 is the private key and .pub is the public key. In order to copy the SSH key, we need two information. First, we need the username. You can get that by running whoami command. In my case, it is mkbntech, and we need the IP address of our machine. We can simply run hostname space -i command, which will list the IP address. In my case, it is 192.168.1.7. You can use SSH space copy ID followed by the username mkbntech at the IP address 192.168.1.7 and hit enter. So this will go ahead and copy the SSH key. Once done, we can SSH into our machine using SSH followed by the username and the IP. Claude Desktop uses a JSON configuration file to know which MCP server to connect to. Let's click on File, Settings, and navigate to Developer. We can edit the default configuration. Let us click on Edit Config. In Linux, the default config is present in your home directory followed by .config/Claude, and the name of the file is claude_desktop_configuration.json. Let's open the file and add the MCP server block. Let's understand what this configuration does. MCP servers defines the MCP server that Claude Desktop should connect to. Grafana, the name assigned to this MCP server, it can be anything meaningful. Command SSH instruct Claude Desktop to use SSH to start the server. The arg section specify the argument passed to the SSH command. First, the destination, that is user at host, followed by the command to execute on the remote server, that is the startup script. When Claude Desktop starts, it executes a command like SSH your username at your server IP, followed by the home directory, grafana-mcp and launch.sh. This connects your machine over SSH and runs the script, which in turn start the Docker container. Claude Desktop then communicate with the MCP server through the SSH connection using a standard input-output stream. Let's go ahead and save our configuration. I'll click on File and click on Save. If I launch a terminal and run docker ps, we currently don't have any containers running. Let's go ahead and restart our Claude Desktop. I'll click on File and Exit, and I will relaunch the Claude Desktop. Once the Claude Desktop is relaunched, if we head back to a terminal and if I rerun the docker ps command again, we see we have a new container created using the MCP Grafana latest image. And if we click on the plus icon and click on connections, we have a new connection called Grafana. Let us head to File, Settings, and in the connectors, we see a Grafana connector is added for local dev. Let us go ahead and click on Configure and ensure that it has all the required permissions and click on Always Allow. If we click on Developer, we can also see the local MCP server called Grafana, which is in the running state, and it is executing the following argument, which is the username at the host followed by the launch.sh. And we can also view the logs by clicking on View Log section. Now comes the fun part. Let's test it in action. Let's click on New Chat and ask our Claude, what's the CPU usage across all my Kubernetes nodes for the last hour? And let's hit enter. Claude will query Prometheus through Grafana, fetch the data and render a clean summary, often including graph links if your MCP support them. Next, let us try to query the logs. I will ask Claude to show me the logs for the last 30 minutes for one of the application which I deployed called Loki log demo. Claude will tap into Loki, pull recent error level logs and summarize patterns or anomalies. It's like a real-time AI-powered observability assistant. And Claude is responded back to us stating that it got 40 error entries and it is rendering this clearly. So we can see it says the total error is 40 and the error type is database timeout and the component is the API. And it has created a beautiful table which shows the timestamp with the message and the error count. And also suggest the next course of action to fix this issue. And that's it. You have just integrated Claude Desktop with your Kubernetes observability stack using Model Context Protocol. Now your AI assistant can see your infrastructure like never before, pulling metrics, summarizing logs, and turning raw data into meaningful insights. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe for more AI and Kubernetes tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.